You can tell we have an incredible operation and incredible staff here at the Santa Clara University Career Center, ready to help you with all of your career and professional development needs. I wanted to start today's presentation with sharing with you a little bit of our philosophy and what motivates us here in the Career Center. One of the things we like to say is that the Career Center helps deliver on the promise of higher education, a good job, social capital, and economic mobility in pursuit of a more humane, just, and sustainable world. We know that many students come to college to get a good job and advance in their career. That's what we're focused on in the Career Center, how to help you do that, how to help you apply your education to the world of work. And so throughout this presentation, we're going to share with you some of our tactics and strategies, programs and resources that will help you from first year to senior year to graduation be successful immediately after you leave Santa Clara and for a lifetime beyond. The first place to start in career and professional development is soul searching. Some of you may be familiar with what is called the career development process, a 5-step process that always starts with knowing yourself. And one of the things that we focus on in the Career Center, specifically on Colleen's side and the career development side, is facilitating opportunities for you to get to know your own values, strengths, interests, where your skills and competencies meet the world's greatest challenges and needs. So as you come to Santa Clara University, we'll be discussing with you, what are your expectations? What do you want in a job? What do you want in an internship? What do you want to learn? How do you want to apply your major to the world of work? What types of work, what types of industries, and what types of interests or issues motivate you? So as you look around the world and you think, I'm seeing this in the news, I'm hearing about these types of innovations, what really gets you going? What gets you excited? Where do you want to lean into? That's something that the Career Center can help you with. One of the first places we start that discussion is a self-assessment. The Santa Clara University Career Center offers all students access to the I Start Strong. The I Start Strong is a self-assessment that's grounded in the philosophy of the Holland Code. This gives you a 3-letter code or themes like social, artistic, realistic, investigative, etc., that tell you what types of careers you might be interested in based on what your aptitudes are. Our Career Center staff of career advisors are trained in this assessment and can help you interpret these results and how to use these results to find different types of occupations, different industries, and different career paths that might be aligned with what your natural strengths and interests are. The second resource that we always direct all new students to are our career guides. We've developed guides for first-year students as well as for transfer students. So no matter how you're coming to Santa Clara or what level you're coming to Santa Clara at, we have a guide for you that details very specific steps that you should follow in order to stay on track and achieve your career goals by the time of graduation. These guides include advice from scheduling a one-on-one appointment, activating your handshake account, doing a mock interview, practicing your resume skills for a potential internship, etc., and etc. You'll also see that we have guides focused on specific populations for graduate students, for students that are undocumented, for alumni, and also not listed here, we have a career guide for student athletes. So I encourage you to check out what we've put into the chat and look at these career guides even before you get here to get a head start. And with that, I want to turn it over to my colleague to share with you a little bit more about how to polish and prepare.
Thanks, Dylan. So once you've done a little soul searching and thought a little bit about some of the different types of careers you might be interested in, then you kind of move to the next step of polish and prepare. And we do actually have a full job prep toolkit on our website. So if you go to SCU Career Center and you just Google that, you can see this picture right here, which is all the different things that we have to offer all of our students. And this webpage is actually open to the public. So if you don't have your SCU email yet, feel free to just go on our webpage and still take a look. I wanted to highlight a few things, but the job prep toolkit, which is this spot right here, is a great place to start. If you've already done that soul searching and you're looking to get a resume, go ahead and take a look at your LinkedIn profile tips. Maybe you've already started to interview for jobs, and so you're looking at a cover letter. Is that worthwhile? Should you bother? Interviewing skills, and then all the way through to salary and negotiation, what to do if you have multiple job offers, all sorts of advice. So I highly recommend you go to the Santa Clara Career Center website to check out all of these things that are open to the public. And then once you are a student, a matriculating student, so as soon as a school starts, I believe it's September 18th, you will have access to all of these additional resources. So these are all platforms and tools that we pay for here at Santa Clara that are free to you. The first one to highlight is pretty obvious in the title. What can I do with this major? I highly recommend taking a look at that if you're still doing some exploration. Maybe you've decided you know what your major is, but you're not quite sure what you can do with it. It really does a great job of breaking down some of the different career paths so that you can further your exploration. If you're ready to get your resume going, we have VMock, which is a resume platform tool. It will go ahead and help you to make your bullets stronger, to make your format better so that it's AI friendly for applicant tracking systems. We do know that the majority of employers worldwide use applicant tracking systems. So making sure that you have an AI friendly resume is crucial to getting that interview. The other great platform to think about is called Big Interview. That is a platform where you can actually do mock interviews to go ahead and record yourself answering some of those tough behavioral interviewing questions. Going global is a great opportunity for those of you who are looking to work abroad, or if you're an international student looking for tips and tricks, lots of great information on there. And then the final resource on this slide to mention is Handshake. Melissa's going to do a deep dive into Handshake a little bit later, but Handshake is our main platform for all job opportunities, as well as a place for events and career coaching appointments. So Handshake is our one-stop shop for all things career. The next thing we also have are a lot of in-person opportunities to meet with career counselors. So you can have a personal one-on-one coaching appointment that as soon as you have your Handshake account, you can go ahead and schedule. You can also drop into a social hour. So all of our career advisors have social hours once a week in different locations across campus, and they will meet with you and answer any question right there on the spot. The career counselors also do workshops. So a number of workshops throughout the year, again, focused on your resume, getting ready for a career fair, ironing out your elevator pitch, anything to do with getting ready for an interview. This other tool I want to highlight is really fantastic. And now that you are part of the Santa Clara family, you'll be able to join Bronco Exchange. So again, as soon as you start the school year, you can go ahead and join. You can just Google SCU Bronco Exchange and you'll find it. It is an amazing platform where alums from Santa Clara University have signed up to mentor current students. So you can go through this little network button right here and filter by all different sorts of alums. Maybe it's a certain kind of industry, maybe it's a certain kind of job, maybe you're a music major and you want to know what other alums have done with a music major. So a lot of different alums on there. The great thing about this resource is that the individuals who've signed themselves up have done willingly to reach out to Santa Clara students. So the opportunity to connect is really strong, and it's just great to use the Bronco network. And this is going to be people who are around the world, so not just here in the Bay Area. So I highly recommend, especially if you're not from the Bay Area, as soon as you can get onto Bronco Exchange, I highly recommend you go on there. If you're interested in a summer internship back at your home, maybe you're from Washington, maybe you're from Seattle, taking a look who lives in Seattle, trying to make some connections right off the bat. Another great thing that we have is called the Career Influencers Network. And this is the concept that there are people across the university, it could be faculty, it could be staff, who are going to help you with your career journey. And what really this network is recognizing these individuals and helping them, give them the tools to help you. So there are a list of career influencer networks on the website, but you also just have to remind yourself that many faculty, many staff, and community members are here to help you with your career journey. I think this is yours, Melissa.
Thanks, Colleen. So yeah, I'm here to talk to you a little bit more about Handshake. Like Colleen mentioned before, it's one of the many platforms that you have at your disposal once you are an SCU student and alumni. This is a really powerful platform because it can connect you to so many different employers. 100% of the Fortune 500 are on there, in addition to many nonprofits, government agencies, startups, all posting their jobs and internships and other opportunities there for you. As you can see, we get a large number of internships posted, over 22,000 in the last academic year. So there is not a shortage of any internships or opportunities, despite what you might have heard in the news. So don't worry, you're going to find great opportunities once you get here. And basically, Handshake uses a lot of different AI and machine learning to create a really customized dashboard for each student. This is also really great because they have a really great app that you can download on your phone. So anytime that you want, you can check what kinds of opportunities are available or what is the Career Center running. So this is also where we post all of our different events that we have throughout the year, which I'll get to in just a moment, and also different key details as well. One of the best parts about Handshake is that you can set up certain filters and search requirements that match what you're looking for, whether that job is remote or in Seattle, for example, where you're located, or based on certain key terms that you're looking for. Say you really want to work in the sustainability space, but maybe your major doesn't say sustainability in the title. This is a great way to kind of filter different jobs that have a sustainability bent to it. So a great way to kind of get in touch and make sure that you're keeping up with all of the different types of jobs and internships available. You can activate your Handshake account once you matriculate, like Colleen said. You will use your single sign-on, and so that way you can just log in there. So if you can't find or you don't see a way to log in just yet, if you just hold off a little while, that's the best way to get access. But if you would like to browse what some alumni are actually doing, I highly recommend trying out LinkedIn. LinkedIn has a great alumni tool on here that will also allow you to look at different alumni, and you can filter by where they live, where they work, what they do. Maybe you wanted to find other LinkedIn alumni that studied your same major, and then figure out what they're doing now. So anyone can access as long as they have a LinkedIn profile, and then filter by these basic different types of things here. Colleen's going to walk us through a demo right now too.
Sure. So, oops, there we go. The nice thing about the LinkedIn tool, like Melissa mentioned, is that you can search for all sorts of things. So everyone can still see my slide. Perfect. So you go onto LinkedIn and you browse over to Santa Clara University, and you want to click on this little tab right here that I'm circling. It's called Alumni. Once you get there, you're going to see that there are a lot of different filters. We have 84,000 alumni who are on LinkedIn. So that's, as you probably would assume, people all over the world doing all sorts of things. So it's a really great way to filter. You can filter by where they work, where they live. So again, let's say you were interested in someone, in the Los Angeles area. You would start there. And then you can even pick some more filters as you want, because there's already 4,000 alums. So that's kind of a lot. So you can go from there to maybe what they're due or what they studied. So say you're interested in getting a marketing degree, and you want to see from there how many people who are in marketing are in the LA area. That's still 272 alums. So it's a great number of people that you can reach out to. If you wanted to go even further, say that you would always have thought you'd love to work at Walt Disney, well, there you go. That comes up with 3 people who majored in marketing, live in the LA area, work at Walt Disney, and then you just scroll down here and they pop on up for you, and you can use this connect button and reach on out. We recommend that you make a little note. I'm a current student at Santa Clara. I see that you also went to Santa Clara and majored in marketing. I would love to connect to hear, and see your career journey. So make that connection message. The sooner you do it, the better. There's absolutely no reason why you couldn't do it as an incoming freshman. So we highly recommend that you start networking immediately. And then from there, throughout your time at Santa Clara, that relationship can grow. And it's really great to see students who start early. I know it can be a little bit scary to send that connection message right from the start, but I promise that once you mention Santa Clara University, that connection will be made, and you'll see some great responses and make some great connections.
Thanks for the demo, Colleen.
Yes.
And so we're going to go back to our presentation here. And I'm going to share a little bit about the different types of events in addition to networking that you can do. So we host a number of events to help you get connected with employers face-to-face and virtually. Both modalities are being used as we enter this upcoming year here. So we do have career fairs. We do separate them out by BASH and STEM. BASH stands for Business, Arts, Social Science, and Humanities. So any folks that are in those types of majors will probably want to go to that fair. We also have our STEM career fair, which really focuses on science, tech, engineering, and math. We have 5 of them scheduled for this year, 2 in person in the fall, 2 virtual in the winter, and 1 all majors fair in the spring. Another type of event, if you don't want that big career fair experience, you want something a little bit more casual and walk up, we host a number of different events, pop-ins, coffee chats, and meetups. Again, these are really focused on a lot more casual kind of atmosphere. You can show up as you are. You don't need to put on, some business professional clothing. You don't need to have a resume ready, but really just going up, getting some more information and trying to build connections and learn more about different opportunities that folks have in different industries. We tend to group them based on different themes or industries like healthcare and science, startups, or finance and tech. Another thing just to keep in mind as you go about things is our recruitment timeline. Businesses tend to hire along these recruitment timelines that you see here. So just because one person gets an internship or job in September doesn't mean that you also need to have one at that point. Different areas, different types of jobs hire at different times of the year. These aren't always going to be hard and fast rules, but generally speaking, you are going to see some of these trends. And I'll kick it back over to Dylan to close us out.
Thank you so much, Melissa and Colleen, for a wonderful deep dive and overview of our services and programs. And one of the things I'll just say before I talk about our team is that you can see that the Santa Clara University Career Center has everything you need to succeed. Interviewing platforms, resume platforms, employer events, career and professional development events. We are always thinking about ways we can support you. And if you have unique career and professional development needs, let us know. That's what our team is here for. And so let me tell you a little bit about our team. We have 2 different sections of our team. We have the career development team, which Colleen leads, and those are our career advisors. Those are the people that you can schedule one-on-one appointments with, that lead our resume workshops, our interview workshops, our networking workshops. And we also have some special resume labs that help you understand VMOC, as well as our LinkedIn Masterclass, which helps you understand how to use LinkedIn, that LinkedIn alumni tool, and how to develop a compelling profile. So our career development team is really here to support you individually with your own unique career development needs based on your own major and what kind of impact you want to make in your community and in the world through your career. And then on the other side, we have Melissa's team, which is the employer relations team. And they are out there hitting the pavement every day, talking with employers, telling them about the great things our students are doing, and having them come to campus to share their opportunities with you, whether those be internship opportunities, research opportunities, full-time jobs. There are thousands of opportunities, as you saw on Handshake, and thousands of alumni willing to help Santa Clara University students just like you. So that's our team. We encourage you to connect with us. You can find a little bit more information about each one of us on our website, as well as a link to our LinkedIn profile. That's available on our website, and we encourage you to connect with us even before you come to campus. And we'll be happily accepting of your request and happily ready to engage with you. Now, I'll say this. Melissa mentioned access to Handshake and some of our platforms and services that will be coming soon. Generally speaking, most students will have access to all of our services roughly 1 to 2 weeks prior to the start of school. But if you feel like you need access earlier, please just reach out to one of us and we'll try and help you as best as we can.